Today's day 12 of making a game every day. I decided that this week would be desert themed. I chose to develop this game in 3D. The game portrays a traveller in the Saharan desert, travelling to the ancient fortress of Qasr. You're on the last stretch of the journey, the fortress is in sight. The only true obstacle in this game is a sandstorm that completely obscures your vision. It's timed so it happens just as the player goes into a trough, so when the sandstorm clears, the fortress is completely lost from sight. On my video about the game with the giant redwood trees, I had a comment saying that a first-person view would be more immersive. I decided to give it a try here, which worked out well because I didn't have time to make a character model or animate it. I generally think that character models help to bring a sense of scale to the game. I actually think third person would have been better in this game because it really shows the scale of this desert. It's absolutely massive. And that's the reason why the character speed is so slow. This is actually a pretty reasonable walking pace. It's just that in games usually you're sprinting around everywhere, not trudging through sand. The main challenge today was actually the sandstorm. So many different parameters to the sandstorm. Firstly, it brings the fog closer to the camera and turns the fog from light blue to sand color. It's actually a little bit tricky to get fog to obscure the sky in Unity. What I did was I created a plane attached to the camera about 1,000 units away from it. This was a huge plane that would cover the entire view. Then I created a material that's unlit, has no reflection, no specular, and doesn't receive environmental lighting. I set the color of this material to be completely transparent. When I start the sandstorm, I slowly fade the material to be 100% opaque. This allows the fog to completely obscure the sky while using an actual skybox. I ended up adding many other effects to the fog. So there's little sand particles you can see which spawn around you in a donut shape. These are affected by gravity, so at the start of the sandstorm you can see they kind of just jump along a little bit. As the sandstorm gets to full strength, the number of particles spawned increases, and so does the strength of the particles, so they blow past. The lifespan of the particles also increases. During the sandstorm, the sun is obscured, so I also turned the lighting down. I also made the shadows softer during this time. The ambient light color was also changed to look a little bit orange, the color of sand. If you're outdoors on a sunny day, shadows are tinged blue because the sky lights the shadow. Light bounces from the sun to the sky and then comes around at every angle, so all the shadows are slightly blue. But in a sandstorm, it's the sand that you can see all around you, so all your shadows are slightly orange instead. The sandstorm probably took half the entire 3 hours to make. I wanted to do so much more. I wanted to have heat distortion from the sand, I wanted to have mirages, but in the end I had a really nice looking sandstorm. So here's the game. And there I saw it in the distance. Qasr. At first I wondered if it was but a mirage. Parched though I was after a week in the dunes, I made haste for the Caravanassi. It's interesting to note that no one actually knows what Qasr was used for, but it could have been a Caravanassi. The full gameplay takes a few minutes, so I'll upload it separately. Thanks for watching.